It's just some guys MMA here, and I'm here with my friend CP MMA, and we're just going to be talking about the state of the heavyweight division right now. Starting off with Tom Aspinall potentially never fighting again. We've had Jalton Almeida drop from the UFC, and there's a lot of other news going around, like Joshua Hockett potentially having a big opponent next. People are speculating that it could be Gable Stevenson. What's your thoughts, Pete?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like something's big next for him. The only reason why I do think it could be, a Curtis Blades or even a Waldo is with the delay of the division right now. We don't really know what's going on with the title picture. Don't know if Tom's actually going to get stripped or if that's just some bullshit rumor. It sounds like it's just bullshit to me, to be honest. But knowing the way the UFC is, there's a good chance they're going to probably push him to vacate the belt. And at the very least, there's going to be an interim title between probably Gane and Pereira. And yeah, I don't know. Just personally, I'm a big Aspinall fan. So I think it's kind of, it's like the more and more I grow up, I realize how much of the bad guy the UFC really is. Like they treat a guy like that who's done everything for them, treat him like garbage, like he ain't shit. That's crazy to me, but I don't know. How do you feel about the Aspinall situation?
I mean, it's quite devastating. Obviously, being a Brit and that, I do proper like Tom Aspinall, and obviously he was repping the UK hard. But I mean, his iPut situation, like when I see the iPut happen, obviously I was watching the fight live. I didn't think it was as severe as what this has came to. Like, I mean, there's been some nasty iPuts in the UFC over time. Like one of the ones that stands out to me is Stipe poking his whole finger in DC's eye. Like that looked bad. Like you can even see the screenshot of it, and the finger is basically all the way in. I'm not saying Tom's wasn't as severe as that, but I mean, I don't know how this is damaged both his eyesight and that this way, and it will be very sad to lose a quality fighter like Tom Aspinall in this way. And I mean, if we do never see him fight again in the UFC because of this eye problem, like I'm seeing online, he's talking, he has a black dot in his vision. They keep seeing, he's finding it hard to spar because of this, and gets a headache if he looks at his phone for too long. Like he's got a lot of problems going on. It doesn't look good, like his side. It really doesn't. Yeah. Obviously, they've been dropping people like Jalton Almeida and that from the UFC. They're obviously trying to make the heavyweight division better in a way. But like you said, Cyril Gane versus Alex Pereira for the interim belt next probably seems like the biggest thing they can do for the heavyweight division to save it, should I say.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And the only reason I think like they're gonna try to push guys like Hockett and guys like that quick up the division, even we'll see how quick Gable gets signed. I think he might have one more fight and then he'll probably get signed. Maybe one Dana White contender series fight. But last I heard that they literally have 30 fighters in the heavyweight division. That's why if you see the rankings and they're so shit, it's because they have like literally 30 fighters in the division. It might be more now, but it might be less. But like on the whole roster, I'm pretty sure that has like that division probably has some of the least amount of fighters and some of the shittest fighters. I mean, let's be real. I mean, the fact that Tuivasa is still ranked at 6 fights in a row is fucking insane.
I think I've got some stats somewhere about it. Yeah, look. So obviously that Rico guy, the kickboxer, was meant to be joining the UFC, but he's turned it down in the end, yeah, which is not good because that could have been a big name to bring in. But I mean,
Yeah.
this is it right now. So he was right. There's 37 active heavyweight fighters right now, I'm pretty sure. The average age is 32 years old. There is 0 former champs in the division. Only 2 fighters have had pound for pound rankings. 21 fighters with less than 5+ fights in the UFC, which is crazy. That's crazy. Out of 37 fighters, 21 of these heavyweights have had less than 5 fights in the UFC. Only 5 fighters with no losses in the UFC. Only 6 fighters on win streaks, which is 2 or more wins. There's 17 fighters lost their last fight. 11 fighters with 5+ years of experience in the UFC. So there's only 11 heavyweights with 5+ years of experience in the UFC right now, which is kind of a shock when you look at like divisions like lightweight and that. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've heard like lightweight has like close to 100 fighters in the division, like something like that. Like I think there's like 700 something on the roster. I might be wrong, but like on every division combined, even including the women's. But yeah, I mean, it's gotten to the point where it's like literally people are talking about like whether this should even be a division in the UFC anymore. But, I mean, you could probably go to your average college football game or NFL football game, put them in training for like a year, and they'll probably go win a belt. Like because it's like
Yeah, agreed.
a lot of these dudes in the UFC right now are just so fucking unathletic. Like
I mean,
Taito
you're
Ivasa,
saying that versus Talisson. I was just about to say that. That is just disgraceful. Even the
yeah.
Almeida versus Cunha fight that's just gone this weekend, like that wasn't spectacular, was it? It wasn't really
You're telling me those
living
are
up
the
to it.
best heavyweights in the world?
I know
Those are
it
the
don't make
best?
sense.
Hell no.
And I mean, people like, well, legends of the heavyweight division, should I say, people like Derek Lewis and that, they are on their way out. I mean, Taito Vasa's on like a 6-fight losing streak, but he's somehow back in the rankings, I'm pretty sure. Did he not get put in when João Almeida got removed? Didn't he get put in 15th?
Yeah, I
I
heard he's
mean,
back up to 15 now.
yeah, it's not good. And then you got like Volta Walker. I mean, he's doing all right with the heel hooks and that. How far can he take that? That's just how I think. How far can he take till he does get
Yeah.
hit?
I was
You
gonna say,
know?
I don't know about you, but when I watch him stand up, I'm like, oh fuck, he's gonna get
Yeah,
knocked out.
shaky. I mean, I can't remember his name. His name's Vanilla Griller, but I can't think of what it was. But he
Oh, you're
gave him a
talking about
few.
the UK Louis Sunderland?
Yes, that's the one. Yeah,
Yeah,
he like the leg kick he landed on him in the fight at the start until it went to the ground. It was looking like it could have really went left for Volta Walker, you know. But I
yeah.
mean, he's on 4 heel hooks in a row. Just subbed out the Zion Clark, the guy with no legs yesterday. That was
That
funny as
shit
well.
was
I like
fucking
watch that.
hilarious.
Why did he try and pretend he's gonna go for a heel hook? That is a violation. That is a violation. I won't lie to you. That is actually
Karate
a joke.
Combat's fucking hilarious. I low key think it's
Wing
kind of
C.
like a Mickey Mouse promotion, if you know what I mean.
There's a lot of them though. There's a lot of them like that dirty boxing and that. There's just a
Yeah,
few organizations going on right now, which to be honest, they're pretty entertaining to watch. I can't lie. That Karate
they
Combat
are.
card was good. Uriah Hall got a nice finish. I mean that Wing C, that guy's promotable as fuck.
Yeah, that was hella funny to see that. I mean, he's honestly like, as much as I thought he was like just some like troll who doesn't fight at all, and I seen that he's like actually pretty good. I'm like, damn. Like
He's
people were
taking it
trying to clown him
seriously.
because he got head kicked once, but I think he was undefeated before that.
Yeah, he was, but how far can someone like him take it as well? But going back to the heavyweight division, I mean, out of the top 15 right now, how many of them would you say are elite level opponents and are worthy of challenging for the heavyweight belt? Honestly, like, who do you think? Because if I was to look, I'd say obviously Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane. I like Volkov. Volkov is very good. Sergey Pavlovich is still in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Waldo is definitely in the conversation now. But then, I mean, when you look at the rest, where do you really take it? Like, I don't really think there's any other people that are worthy of fighting for the belt. Like, I mean, you got to get
Yeah.
past them 5 people. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know if Blades is booked yet. He's kind of just a gatekeeper. He's probably not going to win the belt. He's going to beat a lot of guys, but when he gets to the title fight, he doesn't win. Or even number one contenders fights, he tends to lose. I don't know, man. Like at this point, I mean, Kuniev is really. I know it sounds crazy after his last fight, but I do think he's still pretty decent. He low
Yeah, I
key
like him.
arguably beat Blades. Like when he pushes the pace, he can definitely knock people out. He's a big fucker, but I don't know if he's gonna beat Tom or Surreal or even Pavlovich or even Volkov to that.
I mean, Volkov beat Pavlovich, but they trained together, so it's a bit of a weird one. But he had
Yeah,
Sergey Pavlovich stress that fight. They even had a little bicker after the rounds are done. But I mean, Volkov definitely beat him. But that could just be some inside stuff. Like he knows him. They train together all the time. It could just be one of them ones.
Pavlich has not, as much as, that fight especially, but even, after his last two wins against Waldo and who did he beat before that? I'm trying to remember, but I think it was Jairzinho Rosenstrike.
Yeah, it was
Both
Rosenstrike.
super boring decisions. Like, he did not look like he was going for a finish in either of those fights.
Do you reckon that stems from him getting knocked out by Tom? Do you reckon that changed his game
It
plan
seems
for going
like
into
it.
fights?
That, and also then after getting pieced up by Volkov after the Tom fight too, like he just hasn't seemed the same, even though he's won. But like before that, he was just starching people out, like Blades,
Round ones as
Lewis,
well.
Tuivasa.
He was. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's next for him, but that just says how boring the heavyweight division is. Like, it is just so boring right now. I mean, they're gonna bring in Gable Stevenson eventually. Like, he's gonna bring a bit of hype. I mean, we talk about Josh Hockett. He's an entertaining fighter. I like the character, the personality he brings to the sport alone. Yeah, so he's pretty entertaining. I mean, other than that, it just looks to steadily decline even more. Like, these heavyweights are not the same as what they was like 2016 and a few years back. Like, you're talking DC, Stipe, Brock Lesnar, Junior Dos Santos, Overeem. Them people there, like even Fabricio Werdum, like
Mm-hmm.
people like that, Cain Velasquez. They were holding the heavyweight division up high. Like you was excited to watch a heavyweight fight back then. You was expecting violence. You was expecting a finish. Now these people are there hugging. It's not a fast paced fight no more, is it?
Now, and it seems like, honestly, I think a lot of it is just the fact that, like, a lot of these dudes are like their body type. There shouldn't be 265, if you know what I mean. Like, they should probably be 205ers, but they're just fat. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not trying to hate, but a lot of them are just
I agree.
fatties. They don't
I
do
agree.
cardio, and they're hella, like, look at Tom. Like, I know he's not ripped, but he's in good shape. Like, for
No, he's
6'5",
in
he's
good
not
shape.
fat.
100.
He's not fat at all. Surreal's not fat.
Cyril,
Pavlovich is
definitely
a
not.
little chubby, but he's not fat. He's in pretty good shape. Volkov's in pretty good shape. Like, you notice the top guys, Blades, they're all in pretty good shape overall. But once you start getting to like the Tyboras of the world and those guys, Tuivasa, and I mean Teixeira's not like, he doesn't look out of shape, but the way he fought, like, dude looked like he's never done cardio in his life.
That's my point. Shamil, Shamil Gaziev,
Yeah, dude, Gaziev, fucking
Mick
who else?
Parkin.
Yeah, Mick Parkin. Man, there's a lot of them. Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
kind of
like
sad.
Sergey Spivak is ranked seventh on the rankings right now. Like that's just
Yeah,
crazy to me.
not only that, but I think one of the biggest problems they're running into with like having such a thin heavyweight roster, they're doing like Marcin Tybura and Sergey Spivak too. They did that a couple years ago. Like, what is it going to be, a trilogy now between the two guys that can never get into the top five? Like, it's fucking silly at
Thanks.
this point. They've already done Volkov and Gane too. Probably going to be a trilogy at some point between them,
It
especially
needs
if
to be
Tom
though. But
doesn't
that
come
last
back.
fight was a robbery. That last fight was a robbery. Volkov
Oh
and
yeah,
Gane.
bro, it was bullshit.
But
I
then, but
honestly
then you
would
saying
art.
that, sorry, you saying that about um the Gane fight being a robbery, yeah? Why do you reckon they gave that win to Gane? Because they don't want to see Volkov versus Tom again. That's
Yeah,
literally why, bro. Like, this is how the sport
Gane
works. It's
had to
so
win
weird.
that fight. Literally, it's like I'm not a Patty hater. I actually used to be a big fan, but I literally remember being a big fan, watching that fight, and being like, I was hella sad. I'm like, damn, he lost to Jared Gordon. Like, he's not as good as I thought. Then I'm like, oh shit, he won. Like, I was happy, but I'm like, there's no way he actually won that fight. I was like,
Agreed.
I was happy he did, but same with the O'Malley fight, which personally I'm not a big O'Malley fan. Never really liked him, but when he beat Jan, I'm just like, I mean, I could see the argument, but I don't know. I think Jan had that one personally, but they
Yeah,
might
that
run it
was a
that one
close
back.
one. It was a close one. I mean, the cut on Jan's face maybe would have swayed the judges a little bit, in my opinion. That's what I think it could have been. And obviously, he is the superstar that he is, isn't it? Like he is a superstar. At that moment, he had a lot of momentum, and he was always gonna get his hand on that belt. So when he beat Yan, what was next? It was, I'm pretty sure, it was Aljo straight after, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And we see how that went. That guy, like, some people are destined to get their hands on belts and that. Like, it's just, you can see it before it happens. Like, I always go back to like Cam's, like, when I was seeing this guy coming up, when he was just rolling with Kevin Holland and just subbing all these lot, Gerald Meerschaert, all of these people, I was just seeing it and I was just thinking, this guy is gonna be a champion. And I thought Shavkat was gonna be too, but then look how that went, man. That's so sad. That actually makes me so sad. Shavkat, he was destined. He was actually so destined to be the next champion, but
I
I
think
guess
he
that
could
didn't go
still
to
come
plan.
back, to be honest with you, too.
I don't think so. I don't think so because this guy's knee was damaged ages ago. This is like, didn't he last fight in 2024? I mean, like this,
Yeah.
it was damaged, and he looked like he was recovering. He looked like he was back in training. And then when this pictures come out of him at this event and he's got the mad cast on his leg and that, it's just like, this guy might have actually vanished. And this is what it goes back to. He doesn't speak English. He has no social media presence like that. So he is really just going to fade. He's just going to fade away, if that makes sense. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he will be away from the spotlight soon. And then they removed him from the rankings. He is basically gone.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of fighters fail to realize. Like, obviously the UK has a huge fan base, but like North America, Canada, the United States, even Mexico, like, and especially just a lot of English speaking countries, it's where the UFC is biggest. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't have big fan bases in other areas too, but you notice like even Islam said it himself. He's like, you have to speak English if you want to relate to the people. Like, unless you're like Charles or, Poetan, like, you got crazy charisma, people
But
aren't going to know
he can
that.
speak English, dude. Like, it's like one of them ones. Like, you see Lionel Messi, the footballer. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he never speaks English in any of his interviews. Like, you could barely find the video of him speaking English, but he apparently understands it perfect. Like, he understands English perfect. I'm pretty sure he can speak some. Just like that interaction between Alex Pereira and Usman. Usman's like to him, don't let them know you understand English and speak it, because he can. He probably does understand a lot more than what he says. It's just behind closed doors. You'd have to see it. But
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
he's probably got some sort of decent broken English now. Alex Pereira has, surely.
yeah, he definitely, I mean, he lives in Connecticut. Like, that's far north up in the US. Like, he definitely speaks some sort of English for sure.
It's like, this guy's not going to be going around saying Sharma, Sharma. Like, there's no way this guy just has that one word in his vocabulary. It's impossible, man. Obviously, he speaks Portuguese, Brazilian, but yeah, I think he can speak English. Maybe we might see it his next fight, his press conference. He might start saying a few things. Like, have you
Yeah.
not seen the video of him when he signed the contract for the UFC? He speaks
Yeah,
English in
he's like,
that.
hey guys, hello. I'm very
Yeah,
grateful
you know what
UFC.
I'm on about. That video is funny, bro. And that was ages ago. That was years
Yeah.
back. So he definitely can, but it's just one of
Yeah,
them
that was
ones. But
literally
yeah,
like 2021.
but going back to the heavyweight division, man, I generally, to be honest, there's only one thing I'm looking forward to in the heavyweight division, and that is generally seeing Alex Pereira move up. And hopefully, like, I mean, I don't want Tom to, but if he vacates the belt, I'd love to see Alex Pereira become the first freeweight champion. I can't lie, I would. I love him as a fighter. I think he's one of the best fighters we've had in recent time, and for what he's done in such a short period, it's just like he's accomplished it all. Any really, he's done it. He's already a two-weight.
And I think there's a good chance that fight's going to happen in Miami. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's facts. I've also heard White House, but at the same time, it doesn't really make sense to have a French and a Brazilian fight at the White House. Not to say that it wouldn't happen, but I don't know. I
I
think they definitely want to try to have Americans in a lot of the fights, but at the same time, there's not a lot of Americans that are at the top right now. So,
Yeah, there was the White House card the other day. I was looking, yeah, and I was thinking like who I think's gonna be on it. Yeah, so we obviously know that Justin versus Ilya is gonna be the main event more than likely. Yeah, but these are the people that I drew up for the other fight. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, going back to O'Malley, he's a superstar. Dana likes him. He's definitely got Dana privilege and whatever not, yeah. And he's just promotable, innit? He's very promotable. Like, think about it. On his come up, people are coming out with rainbow wigs and that. Like, he's got a good fan base. You think he hasn't, but he has. He's a proper superstar. Like, I genuinely believe he is. He's got traits of Conor McGregor. Let's just say that, yeah. But I think it's going to be Justin versus Ilya, Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan for the belt, yeah. Because it's in my head, it's only going to be Americans. Yeah, it's only going to be There has to be an American fighting on every fight. That's what I think. Yeah, they're gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Kayla Harrison. She was meant to fight in January. I reckon they're gonna put Kayla Harrison on. That's just one that people weren't really thinking about, but she will more than likely be on that card.
Yeah, they got to rebook the Nunez fight.
100%. I was looking forward to that, man, as well. I can't believe that fight got removed from 324. That's bad. But then obviously
Yeah.
Conor McGregor, I generally believe he's gonna fight, but I can't think who he's gonna get put against. It's not Michael Chandler. I think he might even be
I
fighting a
think
welterweight or
it's
something.
honestly going to be Nate Diaz. I know it sounds
It
crazy, but
can't
I
be, man.
think
He doesn't.
if
I
they can
see a
make it
video of
happen,
him. I see a video of him. He doesn't look like he's in shape or even training. Like Conor McGregor looks like he's training right now. He looks like he's ready. Like I think he's gonna be a heavier weight. I don't think he's gonna be lightweight. Like he's probably gonna come in as a welterweight or something. So who they're gonna give him in my head has to be American, and I just can't think who they would give him.
I mean, if it's not Diaz, I mean, it probably has to be Chandler. I know a lot of people don't think that's going to happen, but I think they got to give him a fight he can win, you know? Like
I think it might be Colby.
they're not going to put him up against, you know, like JDM or someone like that.
What do you think of like Colby though, or maybe even like Sean
I just
Brady? Like I think they're gonna give him a stepping stone. Like someone like Conor McGregor, let's be honest, he's got privilege. Like this is the type of guy that could come back after not fighting for years and have a fight against the top 6 opponent in the rankings.
Oh yeah.
Let's be
He
honest, yeah. And
honestly
then if he
he's
wins
one
that,
away from a title fight.
exactly that. That's exactly my point. So if they're gonna bring him back, they're not gonna bring him back for one. They're gonna bring him back. Please win. If he wins, that's it. Title for he will skip the line. He has the ability to do that.
You know they would love to do Islam versus Connor too, if they could make that happen, bro.
It'd be unfair though. There's no way he beats Islam. Islam is too good. I
Yeah.
generally believe he's too good.
No, yeah, Connor would get fucking mauled, but I mean, if they're gonna put him against Sean Brady, I don't know if he's gonna win that even, but he has a better chance. I mean, if you've seen Brady's weaknesses, he gets hit, and once he gets hit, he kind of just doesn't really do anything through there. Like I don't know.
Getting knocked out by Bilal does not help your point. You know what I'm trying
Yeah,
to say? Like that's a bad look, man. But
I
yeah, man.
remember I picked the Morales fight. I picked Morales by TKO, and everyone was on Brady, and I'm like, ah, he's
I
probably gonna
was
win. And then I'm like, you know what? I was rewatching some of Morales' fights. I'm like, this dude, he's listed at 6 foot, but he looks like he's a good like 6'2", and he's got a lot of range on Brady. And I'm like, if he starts hitting him, Brady might be fucked.
no, I was wrong with that. I had Brady, but yeah, let's wrap it up still.